Oh, y'all couldn't hear me because I had my mic off. Okay, let's do this again. Lissa Mahalik, she, her, Napoleon Bonaparte's, he, him, we, us, somatic anatomy. We use anatomy and somatics to get people out of pain, to teach people about anatomy, and right here we use our somatic and anatomy tools to get us in touch with our bodies. So, going from that implicit unconscious mind-body connection forward into the conscious and present mind-body connection so that we can move our bodies and change our minds. So what we're doing here today is we've been working actually with this little sequence of things called fear melters from Katie Hendricks. And we, being somatic anatomy, we like to go a little bit deeper into what's going on and why it's going on. Most of those whys are actually in, that's going to be in the email that we'll send out tomorrow, bit.ly/the daily dance break. You get a little bit more explanation there. Here, as they, in the words of the poet, talk less, dance more. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in, we're going to check in with our gut brain, our heart brain, and our head brain. As we link the three of these, we're going to really focus on coming into our center. Because what we're handling today is that freeze reflex. When somebody says something to you or does something, you're just like, that wasn't my mic. I actually wasn't saying anything. When you have that reaction, you're like, whoa. Or you come up with that perfect response hours later, because at the moment you were so smacked in the face by your freeze response, you couldn't find your center and come out with something that's true to who you are. That's what we're going to work on today. We're going to go in, we're going to remind ourselves of our centers. We're going to do a little going in and coming out movement to emphasize that and remind our bodies that we have that option. And as always, we're going to dance it out because this is the daily dance break. So grab your anatomy sensing tools. Put your hand upon your gut, upon your heart, upon your head. As many hands as you have, use an imaginary hand if you need one. And just start with a triple inhale. We're going to inhale from each of these spaces all together. So in 3 layers. First, into the gut, into the heart, into the head. Exhale from the gut, the heart, the head. One more time, gut, heart, head. Exhale, gut, heart, head. As you do this, you might notice things changing. You might not. But check in with your body and see if you do. The biggest, most important thing about somatics is that your experience in your body is the baseline. This is the most important thing we ever talk about and we ever do. Because that's what somatics is all about, your experience inside your body. And we're going to go deeper now so you can experience even more of your body. As you bring your awareness to your gut brain here, let your awareness sink past your hands, past your stomach muscles, past your intestines, past your enteric nervous system, past your internal organs, and into that space behind your internal organs, but in front of your spine. And as we inhale to that space, feel that space expanding. And as you exhale, feel that space remain expansive. So as you exhale, you release the breath, you don't squeeze, just let it go. A couple more times on your own time. Inhale. Expand, exhale, release, but stay expansive. With our third inhale, exhale, what, if anything, changes? Does your weight shift? Does your spine change? Does your breath change? I don't know. It's your experience, not mine. Bring your hand to your heart center next. And as you bring your consciousness here, let your consciousness sink back past your sternum, past your heart, and into that space between your heart and the back and the front of your spine. This space is the secret space that is for you, that you keep inside yourself. So inhale that and make more space for yourself. And again, as you exhale, notice what, if anything, is changing, but keep that space spacious. A couple more times in your own time. Inhale. Become spacious. Exhale. Remain spacious. And last time inhaling. What, if anything, is changing? And finally, taking the curve of your skull into your hand. And imagine the breath coming up into your sinuses, back behind your brain and into the space between your brain and the inside curve of your skull. And inhale and expand your mind. Exhale, leave it spacious. Inhale again, expand. Exhale, stay spacious. What, if anything, is changing as you do this? And third time. Exhale. Every session we go into these sections, and every session, every time you do this, you become a little bit more connected to your gut, to your heart, to your head. And as we do our triple inhale, let's do it again. Inhale, gut, heart, head. Triple exhale, gut, heart, head. A couple more times in that deep, in front of the spine section on your own time. Take the inhales and exhales. What, if anything, is changing? But even if you're not quite aware of it, on some level, as you do these inhales from the gut to the heart to the head, and these exhales from the gut to the heart to the head, you are linking these three centers. You are bringing up the connection between these three, and you are able to take in more information from the world around you. You are also activating your vagus nerve. Read the email, more on that later. But here's the thing. These three are also linked to the center of your body. We're talking centers. Center of gravity is about down here. Energy center is right about here, solar plexus. This is what we're working with today. So our major move today is going to be, as much as you can, from whatever you can, bring your body into that center, as much contraction around the center as you can. And then as you expand, think about leading with your fingers and your toes and bring it out. You can do this standing. You can do this seated. You can do this lying on the ground. If you're doing this seated or lying on the ground, you can really lead with your toes. If you're standing, you kind of have to do this. That's as close as you can get with your feet. But you can follow along with me standing, because for me, I don't really have a good chair that's going to show this. So feel free to sit, feel free to lie on the ground, feel free to do whatever works for your body. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a few just to get into that sensation. Then we're going to turn on some music and we're going to dance it out. Because when you find yourself in that frozen state, you're like, and you just don't know what to do, you can't act, all you can do is just kind of stand there and go like, The first thing you do is you start, it's like in every yoga class and every other stillness meditation. When you come out of it, the first thing you do is you move your fingers and your toes. So when you come in, when you think about leading, you can even just kind of brush your thumbs across your fingertips. You can scrunch your toes into the floor to get a little sensation there to remind yourself. Lead with your fingers and toes to bring yourself into the solar plexus center. And when you come out, you can even cross, internally rotate, make yourself really small. Inhale. And as you exhale, lead with your fingers and your toes and reach out into space. Exhale. And again, inhaling, fingers and toes come in. You can even just cross your toes. You don't even have to lift, that's fine. Inhale. And exhale from the fingers and the toes. A couple more times. We do this, leading from the fingers and toes, inhaling and getting small. Inhaling to get small is the opposite of what we usually do. We usually exhale big and inhale big. Exhale small and inhale big. There we go. But here we inhale small And exhale big, because that helps circulate the fluids around our body. It helps us feel more alive, more awake. It helps us come out of that freeze. I learned this in my dynamic embodiment somatic movement therapy training. And I can, again, go into a little bit more of that in the email, bit.ly/the daily dance break. Sign up. You'll get not only the replays right in your inbox, you don't have to chase them down on social media, but you will also get a little bit more of what the hell I'm talking about. Because right now, we're gonna get into the dance and get you moving, unfrozen, and starting to get the energy flowing. Hello, my dear, how are you? Boop. Here we go. Rocking it out. So, find your toes, find your fingers, wiggle them, maybe brush them along your sides. Get some sensation here. Inhale and get small. Take your time. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale. Settle in. Slow your roll. Exhale. Leading through the fingers and the toes. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Leave anything you want to with your fingers and your toes. Where do your fingers and your toes want to go? Let them lead your movement. Bring them down, wiggle. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your feet. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your feet. Shake them out. Shake them out. Let your wiggled out fingers and toes lead your movement now. However they want to move, let them go out into the universe. Woo! Out they go. Let it go. Let them go. Settle in. Slow your roll. You already win. And let them come back into center. Inhale. Feel your center. Inhale and exhale. What if anything feels different from when you started this? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let your body move however it needs to move now. You're out of freeze. You're in fluidity, into movement, into action. Whatever your body needs to move, let it do its thing. Let it go. Yeah. Find your center. Bring it down. So come down, find your toes on the earth, feel your fingertips, press your fingertips together, press your palms together, feel the whole hand pressing together. Bring your hand right down to your solar plexus center and feel this circle of bone. Feel your hands pressing against each other, the forearms, the upper arms, the shoulder blades against the ribs. Feel the shoulder blades falling down towards each other, towards the base of the rib cage. And as you inhale into your heart, that space behind your heart, feel your ribs and your shoulder blades move. As you inhale into the space behind your gut, your hips and maybe your ribs move. As you inhale into the space behind your brain, feel your spine unifying, stretching up towards the sky, stretching down towards the ground. And a triple inhale, inhaling from the gut, the heart, the head, exhaling the gut, the heart, the head, and feel how, keep going with this breath going, and out. Each center, and feel how the breath is traveling up the center column of you. As you inhale and exhale, the breath goes from the gut to the heart to the head, just like the information that your body takes in travels from the body to the mind. Whenever you feel frozen, you feel stuck, you feel unable to move forward, come back to this center right here. As you inhale, let your fingertips lead. Let the most distal of your extremities, your fingers and toes, lead into your center. And as you inhale and exhale, expand out. Feel how your center and your extremities are all connected. As you inhale in, exhale and expand. And again, feel how your center and your outsides are connected. And when you're feeling frozen and stuck, start here, yes. But remember, it all comes back to here in the end. Because we are here and it is now. And here and now is pretty freaking crazy. You might have looked out the window or seen a newspaper lately. But that's when we need to be even more of ourselves. When our guts, our hearts, and our minds are connected and aligned, and we recognize that that is our center, we can go out into the world and be even more of who we really are. As we practice, as we continue to be consistent with this work, we will become more and more of who we really are. And the world needs who we really are. So, get out there, enjoy your beautiful life, be strong, do all the things. I will see you tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. I will see you right here, and much excellence will ensue. Because every day this week, you'll notice we're kind of building on each other. So each section, if you haven't been following us all week, that's cool too, but fear not. You can always get the replays and the archives at bit.ly/thedailydancebreak. I will talk to you guys more about the fluid pump and about that in and out sensation and what we're trying to do in the email that you'll be getting tomorrow, along with this replay. Enjoy your anatomy. I will see you tomorrow. Go out and do amazing things with your beautiful life because it's a great thing. I'm so glad you're signing up. Yay. I look forward to seeing you there, my dear. Bye, Facebook. Bye, Zoom.